don't take the love I got for granted. Revolutionary Renaissance, share your love, I'll be fine. Yeah. Peace, truth, chaos, love, abundance, unity. I share. What's up, fam? Today I'm gonna speak on Revolutionary Renaissance. My purpose with making this album, break down the words a little bit. See, I got in a mindset in this album, where it come from. It really, Revolutionary Renaissance is the state of being we in now as a society. You hear me? Revolution itself is a fundamental, often rapid, sometimes violent change in political or social construct of a society. That's the definition that Oxford give. Then they give the etymology of revolution is revolutio, a turning around, revolving, a turn back. To break that down is returning to our original place. You heard me? Our origins. Going back to who we are as a people, or the original people. The indigenous, aboriginal, carbonated, melanated, quote-unquote black and brown-skinned people. Not shame. Renaissance, the revival of art and literature formed from the 14th and 16th century Europeans. That's what Oxford give. We not European, and we way more ancient than 14th and 16th century art and literature. We've been creative since creation itself. Mother herself is a creative. The divine feminine energy itself is creation. I say to create is moving from your feminine energy. That's a feminine trait. Creativity. I say. The etymology of Renaissance is rebirth. So revolution is to turn back or revolving. Renaissance is rebirth. All of these aspects and different traits and titles and labels, all this shit is the space and energy we're in now as a society. You hear me? A lot of different creatives, a lot of young people creating more from passion, not out of need, not out of survival, just for the love of it. You hear me? As a culture itself, it's a cleansing going on. You hear me? It's still a lot of the same bullshit with our own people calling our young black kids YNs or young niggas instead of young gods. You hear me? Treat our young women like they should only be sexually objectified, not seen as intellects, not seen as beautiful, not seen as pure. You hear me? Same with our black men. We strong, we young gods. We not just violent, fucking irrational as beings. You hear me? We just like structure, like the fucking will to speak to these young kids as the gods they are, not as the young niggas and bitches that society portrays them to be. You hear me? A lot of cultural influence I see today who hold this energetic signature to birth creation and new ways of thinking, new perspectives. That the energy of Revolutionary Renaissance is RDC. You hear me? A group that my people. I'm biased as a bitch, so I had to add Julian Brown, the god who turned plastic in the field. They say he went missing, but his mother spoke recently that he ain't missing. He just went to hide. And another god who revolutionized fucking fuel itself, and now he being targeted for some shit they been knew we could do. They been could have did. We been could have turned plastic in the field. He just the first one to do it. First one to be big about it with his movement behind it, and now he being targeted. Same with Dr. Sebi when he said he could cure cancer, cure AIDS, cure all these diseases with herbs. They been knew we can do that. They just need money for pills and just want money from pills and all these prescriptive meds that get you addicted to the med, which in turn gets you buying the shit that'll cure you, but it's poisoning you at the same time to get you going back to the med. It's a whole circle. Another one is Lijah, nigga from Louisiana, the young artist. That nigga Cole, that's my nigga. I love Lijah. Josh Johnson, he also from Alexandria, Louisiana. He a comedian, also a NFL spokesperson. I think he be on them shows. Angel Reese, a black woman, a young goddess that they love to hate on. Love to hate on. Try to make it a Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing, and she just trying to hoop. You heard me? Same thing they did with Sha'Carri Richardson. All this controversy behind black women whenever they're in spaces and talk they shit. They braggadocious about the shit because they like that. These insecure ass men, black and white, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Asian, Indian, all these men hating on these young women because they was fucking trash. They can't go hoop against no niggas. They hating on women. They slow. They can't go run against no niggas. They hating on the women who tough and talk they shit, especially when they black. They hate that shit. Insecurity, which leads me into how we got in this position anyway. Like I always say, this world, this realm, this earth, this universe was ran by feminine energy. That was the first energy created. That is creation itself. The woman has the womb to create. I say darkness is the feminine, light is the masculine. Yin and yang. They flipped it. That's why the man wears black and the woman wears white. They flipped the shit, got us all fucked up. That's why the man leads and the woman is submissive. They flipped the shit, got us all fucked up. When originally, feminine was always first. The man was always protected the creator. That's the duty. With that, niggas became insecure within their role. Insecure the woman's power, insecure the feminine's nature. Felt that like they lacked, weren't worthy enough. I don't know. All the same mindsets and insecurities we see today. But in ancient times, we was doing the same shit. That's why the shit just keep trickling down until we hear that. With that being said, these same men revolted against their mother, against their sisters, against the divine feminine energy. Killed them, lied on their name, castrated, whatever the fuck they did, took their power from them. Gave it to these motherfucking outsiders. Started running the outs. Now they over the outs. They stronger, know all more shit than the outsiders, but give them the power, give them the face cover to make it seem like it's them versus us, when really it's us killing ourselves. The same shit that's happening today. Us killing ourselves. Right. These young men they call young niggas, YNs, killing each other and put it in a song. Bragging about the shit. These women hating on these other women, insecure about themselves. And talk shit with their friends. Casting all these spells, all these negative intentions, all these negative emotions, negative perspectives over their selves. Reflection, we are the same. Been doing it. We got to this place. It just get worse and worse and worse until the shit implode and becomes what it is becoming now, the revolution. Revolutionary renaissance through our art, through our creativity, through our passions, through our literature, through our writings, through our jokes, comedians, through our portrayal of these different writings with actors. We shall heal. We shall get to the muck of the problem, the root of the problem, uprooted and heal from it. Some other people I want to shout out as well as, I said Sha'Carri Richardson, Samarison is a young black artist. Michael Cooper Jr. and Lovey Simone, both of them from Forever, some young black actors, you heard me. Miles Canton, young black actor from Sinners. What's my nigga's name? The young one. Fuck, I forgot his name. Y'all gonna be trolling me for that. The little cousin of Smoking State. Fucking Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff, the young black tennis players. You hear me? They love to hate on. And AE, Anthony Edwards, I had to let my nigga in there. You hear me? I add him because he bring that passion to the game. You hear me? That nigga younger than me. He bring that passion to the game, that the competitiveness that we forgot about because we too busy chasing paper. You hear me? Too busy chasing paper that's gonna be there. No more love for what we do. You hear me? It's just a means to win in. You hear me? But I just want to speak on revolutionary renaissance. Like I said, it's happening now as I speak it. Revolution being to turn back, go back to our original ways. Creatives, man, kings, queens, gods and goddesses, creatives, artists, alchemists, magicians, sorcerers. You hear me? Mysticists, writers, healers, teachers. All these different titles we give ourselves as divine beings. We've been doing this shit. They come from us. All these different artists, all these different music genres, all these different forms of writing, all these different martial arts, all these different ways of painting and drawing and dancing, all of these different forms of art we created. We are the original people. And we're going back to that. You hear me? Revolutionary, renaissance being rebirth, rebuild yourself, rebirth yourself out of creativity, out of love, out of passion. You hear me? That's the age we're in right now. Find your passion, you hear me? Find your purpose and run into it. Love it. Revolutionary Renaissance dropping 9/21/25. You hear me? Elijah X. Peace, love, truth, chaos, unity, abundance. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
They took my love away. Replaced it with somebody. I don't know. Believe they wrong. I don't know. You cannot take my heart. I'm for I don't know. They took my heart away. I don't know.
To wrap it up in this rap, I'm the rapture, rectifying they lack of love.